Hello everyone, this is Luxury PL38. Today's video would like to talk about the Chanel Coco Handle. I did receive a few requests to do a Coco Handle, what fits in the Coco Handle, and also a little bit of the different variety that's available for the Coco Handle bag. So before we go on into that, the Coco Handle bag, it has been very popular for the past decade, and I believe it was introduced in the beginning of this decade, and because of the size variety, it caters for a lot of the market. Let me just show you the size. It comes in a mini size, the small size, and the medium size. The medium size is actually comparable to the jumbo classic flap. Between the jumbo and the maxi, I can only imagine it is bigger than the jumbo slightly, but it is pretty much the same as the maxi size. You don't find the medium very often in the boutique because it is not usually available because of the size, the large size of it, and it also goes at a very the price differences, it also goes up quite substantially if you're after the medium size, but it is still cheaper than the classic flap, especially after the price increase. But because of the trend on the small bags, the mini one and the small one are the more popular one, and that's the size. So let's get into my collections. I do own 2 of the small and 2 of the mini, including the latest one, which is the lilac from the 20A collections. And let me just go into the size differences. This is the small and this is the medium, sorry, the mini size. So in terms of the size differences, the best way for you to actually look at it in terms of that is through the classic flap. So imagine the mini Coco Handle, which is very similar to a classic mini rectangular. See, the length on the top bits are the same. And if you look at the Coco Handle, it actually goes down with a thicker base and a longer base, just by an inch on each side. So if you actually take into considerations of the top length here, it will be the same as the mini rectangular. So that's just a little bit of the size wise. And if you look at the small size, and if you take the medium classic flap, it will be the same length on the top portions of it. See that? So that's how you differentiate between the 2 mini and the small Coco Handle. So the top part of it is the same length as your medium classic flap, and the top part of the mini is the same length as your mini rectangular. Now let's talk about the hardware itself. The lilac comes in this champagne gold, shiny gold hardware, and obviously it is quilted. And it also have an options of the edge brass, kind of like a brass look. If you look carefully, it does have the edge look. I won't say rusty look because it doesn't have the rusty look. It just look a little bit aged brass. So that is the second options that you can get for the hardware. The third option you can get is the ruthenium. This is in the darker metal, the ruthenium. And finally, you do have an options to get it in the silver hardware, and that's in the silver hardware. This one still has the sticker intact because I have not used this, and it is available on my Instagram account. anyone's interested. So those are the different hardware on the Coco Handle. But the ladder itself, Coco Handle only comes in caviar at this time, and you won't find a Coco Handle in the lambskin ladder. They're all mostly in caviar ladder. So that's another differences. And in terms of the Coco Handle, it does have two hooks here that you can actually put the strap, because it comes with a strap. I guess it's more prominent if you look at the strap. That is the brass metal. And the strap itself, let me show you the differences. I'm just gonna put this aside just to make space. And just a quick comparison. This is the medium one, and this is the mini one. Even though the ladder on the strap is the same length and the same thickness, however, the strap itself, if you look closely, the mini one actually is finer, it's smaller, and it is also thinner than the small Coco Handle. So that is a major difference on the strap. See how you can see those two differences? Another major differences is the middle pocket here. This is actually zip. And although it has two compartments, this is a zip pocket in the middle. Whereas the small Coco Handle, it also has two compartments, but the middle pocket is a flap open. There's no zip. And also, the inside of this back compartment, it is very, very tight and small. You can barely put a phone. This is my phone case because I'm actually using my phone at the moment. See how it's a bit of a struggle to put inside the back of the Coco Handle. In fact, I don't recommend you using the back part of it, because if you do have a phone case, it's going to be too tight to put at the back, unless you do have a smaller phone. My phone is the largest, the Samsung S9 Plus. Sorry, S9 Plus. So it is one of the largest phone, and I don't actually put it at the back because it's a bit of a struggle to put it in and out. I usually put the phone on the front. So the one thing that I can only put at the back, I usually like a mini pouch. I can put the Chanel mini pouch, but even so, it is very tight. So if you have a very full mini pouch with a lot of things inside, you can't squeeze in there. You have to put it at the front. So on the front itself, let me just put that in. You can put a phone and a mini pouch, and I can imagine that's basically it. You can barely put one or two more things, maybe a lipstick or a lip balm. But because of the height itself, you do have a little bit of extra space on top that you can actually put your keys if you like. So the back part of it, you can probably squeeze in a card holder. Again, see how it fits at the back? Again, Chanel's card holder tend to be thicker than the Louis Vuitton one because of the extra space here, and also because it is made of leather. So it is a little bit thicker. See that? But you are able to put into the mini one at the back. You might be able to squeeze in another one. So the back part of it, you can put a couple of things in there, as you can see. Let me try if I can put it upwards. it should be fine if you put it upwards. And let me see if I can close it up. Yep, you can close it up. So this is the mini size. You are able to put in quite a fair amount of items. And obviously you can put your car keys here if you like. But if you're after something of a bigger, let me just take that out. Like a card holder. Let's see if that fits. It also fits. Bear in mind, my phone is at the front. So you can put your phone and you can put the Chanel card holder. You probably have to put it sideways. It doesn't stand up properly. And you can always put your keys and your lipsticks. Or there's a bit of a space here that you can put those things as well. I'm not sure if you can squeeze in your compact powder, because this is the mini size. So there is a few restrictions on what you can put in. It is very minimal essentials. However, if you are talking about the medium size, let me just take that out. Sorry, the small size. You can definitely fit in quite a fair amount of items in here. I can transfer all this in there. I can even put the Continental wallet. This is the small size. So it is that big that you can even put in your Continental wallet, your phone. You can actually put your phone on the back part. See how the back compartment, you can put in your phone, and there's a lot of space at the back. You can put in your compact powder. You can even put in your card holder. The two card holder, your lipsticks and your lip balm, and there's plenty more space. You can put in your car keys. There's plenty more space that you can put in. Let's see. You can put in your key clay. So the back compartment is actually much more user friendly if you actually upgrade to a smaller one. So this is the mini bag and this is the smaller bag. In terms of the size wise, let me just do that. There is a bit of a difference. But in terms of what fits inside, you can definitely put in a lot of things, much more than this, as you can clearly see. And the back pocket, it will be a little bit more user-friendly on this as well. So this is what fits inside the Coco Handle. And if you do have any questions or comments, please do so in the sections below, and I might be able to squeeze in that one. If I take that out. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and also on my Instagram account. And I will do my first vlog sale video. I do have quite a few items that I want to let go, so please keep an eye on my first vlog sale, hopefully within the next few weeks. And if you do want me to do a certain kind of video, please let me know in the sections below.